The week I travelled to Pemberleys Island was the week the old king and the last elephant had both died. And although any connection between the two deaths seemed too glib to make, for several days one was hardly mentioned without the other. Two exemplars of their respective species, two mighty symbols of venerability and distinction, that sort of thing. You could write it yourself in 5 minutes, if you were fool enough or had news to sell. They died days apart. The elephant went first. Accounts of them drawing their last breath at the same moment were later revealed to be nothing but sensational fabrications, the fevered work of journalists who should have taken up fiction instead. Although looking at what followed, perhaps the double extinction was significant after all. Once the king went, the eradication of the Earth's largest remaining species was immediately relegated down the news order. Our country had been elderly for decades, and the death of our leader, after years of stodgy, comforting inactivity, felt important. It was another nudge of the wheel, another change of course sending us off the road into unknown country. Our national subconscious muddled the two. Across the country, people dreamed of elephants in crowns squeezing through palace gates, or of the old king himself, his skin grey and rugose, his nose warping into a trunk. I forget the king's name now, but the elephant was called Nala, and she had been the last of her kind for over a decade. There had been thousands of other extinctions by now, of less memorable creatures, but Nala seemed to be the perfect example of our great carelessness. Some had suggested breeding from her, but the notion seemed freakish, and the proposal was treated as the folly it was. That was one clear difference between Nala and His Majesty. The old king had his replacements, the glassy-eyed children he had produced late in life. To see a facial feature, a look in the eye, the twist of a smile, repeated from one generation to another, is greatly comforting. It tells us our ancestors have survived, if only in ghostly, half-glimpsed fragments. The young princess who took the old king's place had the same smooth manner as her father, the same high cheekbones, and that was good enough. And so the country stumbled on, surveying its dimming reflection in the mirror with anxiety and vanity alike. I didn't pay much attention at the time. I was working that week. My notebook, left in the city, will have a one-line record of the fact. It has probably been torn or burned or mulched by now, but if not, the week will appear on the final page. 2 dates, a sum of money, a phone number, and a name. Bywater.